2021 and beyond is going to have a lot to offer for the Xbox Series X and S, so let's check out 9 big games that are coming to the consoles. Halo Infinite doesn't really need an introduction. The 6th main installment of the iconic first-person shooter franchise is heading to the Xbox Series X and S in 2021. Originally set to be a console launch title, developer 343 Industries delayed Halo Infinite to 2021 to ensure the quality of the game meets its standards. Halo Infinite will be putting a renewed focus on Master Chief after drifting away from him slightly in Halo 5. The series is known for its top-tier multiplayer, and we're excited to see what new changes will come to Infinite's multiplayer. Based on video showcases, the single player has had some tweaks to gameplay, including adding a grappling hook and reintroducing sprinting and sliding. And of course, we can't forget about our boy Craig. Let's see if he makes it to the final cut next year. It's been a long time coming, but Psychonauts 2 will hit the next gen in 2021, and even better, it'll be available on Xbox Game Pass on day one. After developer Double Fine was acquired by Xbox, the team was able to expand the game, bring back cut content, and create the game in its true trippy vision. Jack Black will also be a part of Psychonauts 2. He's voicing a character, and a recent trailer showed Raz's consciousness exploring a bizarre world within a jar, with Jack Black lending his beautiful singing voice to the soundtrack. Resident Evil Village is the 8th main installment of the Resident Evil series, but the team working on the game says this will be a unique experience in the survival horror genre, set in a beautiful but terrifying world. The story will take place several years after the events of Resident Evil 7, with returning favorite Chris Redfield being a big reason why Ethan's life gets turned upside down once again. We've seen a few 4K trailers that show off various creatures and detailed environments, and it looks pretty unsettling. According to the game's producers, there will be 0 loading times and new mechanics that they say will make this the most immersive Resident Evil to date. I'm scared already. For the first time on consoles and after being dormant for over 10 years, the Stalker series is back with Stalker II. Debuted during the Xbox Series X event, Stalker II's cinematic trailer showed off some new spooky environments in the game's take on areas surrounding the Chernobyl exclusion zone. An Xbox blog post mentioned you'll be able to play as a bounty hunter in the contaminated zone that is on the hunt for treasure and secrets. The game will have a simulated living world, and developer GSC Game World claims events will be happening constantly, whether or not you're there to witness them. There will also be different endings based on your choices and an open world format that will be one of the biggest to date. Stalker 2 will also be available on Xbox Game Pass on day one. In Lord of the Rings Gollum, you play as Smeagol or Gollum and explore a new story that starts in parallel with Frodo's, but on a different side of Middle-earth entirely. The decisions you make will change the feel of the game, as you will always be playing as either Smeagol or Gollum as the dominant persona, and that can influence animations, soundscapes, certain gameplay situations, and in-game dialogue. The game will mostly be non-combat, but Gollum's persona does have the ability to stealthily take down enemies, even if it comes with big risks. The game's lead game designer, Martin Wilkes, also said they want players to carefully weigh these encounters. After all, Gollum's strengths lie in cunning, not combat. Warhammer 40,000 Darktide is a visceral 4-person co-op action game where you fight off hordes of enemies as various classes that have a range of styles, from classic tight range melee combat to range combat that is said to be more complex this time around. A short trailer was revealed at the Xbox Series X event, but there was also gameplay screenshots on Darktide's Steam page that gave us a close look at the enemies and atmosphere for the game. While the co-op action is what developers Fat Shark have been known for, they mention in a blog post, "Our hope is that we can really deliver on some truly hybrid combat that's both accessible yet boasts a high skill ceiling, offering the same opportunity for mastery regardless of whether you have a lasgun or a chainsword in your hands." Now, the next few games don't have confirmed release dates, but could surprise us with 2021 launches, so we still felt they were worth mentioning just in case. Unknown 9 Awakening is a third-person action-adventure game where you play as a young girl named Haruna, who is haunted by visions of her own death and is trying to understand the mysterious powers within herself that allow her to manipulate the unseen. The developers also mention that Haruna will meet a mentor who will help her hone her abilities and access a hidden dimension known as the Fold. This narrative-driven game was revealed at Gamescom 2020's opening night live with a captivating cinematic trailer and has been on my mind ever since. Awakening is the first game from Reflector Entertainment and will be a part of Story World, the extended multimedia Unknown 9 universe. Everwild is a brand new IP for Rare, and it's an adventure game set in a magical and untamed world where you play as an Eternal who can sense and feel how magic flows through nature, which will eventually be an important role in how you play. It's up to you to save this beautiful land from ominous threats and protect life with the power of nature on your side. The lush and vibrant trailers we've seen so far further showcase how you can bond with nature and the creatures within it to do certain tasks like tearing down trees, but no official gameplay has been released. Ninja Theory announced back in 2019 that Senua's Saga Hellblade 2 was coming to the Series X and PC, and one of the first games confirmed for Xbox Smart Delivery. The first game tackled things like mental health issues and battling your personal demons, but we don't know much about Hellblade 2's gameplay or its story just yet. For now, all we do know is that it's set in 9th century Iceland and looks to be even darker than its predecessor. Since Ninja Theory was acquired by Microsoft, fans have high hopes and expectations for the size and scale of the game. There are even more games on the horizon, but these were our favorites. Which of these games are you adding to your wishlist? Got any in mind that weren't on our list? Let us know down below and stay tuned to GameSpot for more details on all things Xbox Series X and S. Thanks for watching.